Well, hi there. So we've been trying to get polish onto steel and get a nice smooth finish here for a while. And today we got a new toy, which is our new Metabo tool, which we will unbox and show you how that works. But first, let me show you the project. So this is a shelving unit, and in fact there's going to be several of them at different heights, where those two uprights go on the sides. This is 3x1, this is mild steel. This was TIG welded, and then there are holes that are drilled in here that will match a piece of wood, which I don't want to get dirty. And it's gonna hover kind of like so in between those pieces of wood. And then there's actually two shelves with live edge that do that. And then the hole is 1/2 inch, and this is the type of bolts that we're going to be using. So the final look is going to be something like that. So now we're going to look at this new Metabo grinder with a long spindle and a 3-inch wheel that is supposed to get us the finish that I've been looking for a long time. I've done a lot of research. There is two tools on the market, that and another one called CS Unitech. And this was cheaper. This was available for sale on Amazon. It didn't come as a big kit, so I could, play with different kinds of abrasives. So now I'm going to unpack what's in the box and start playing with it. So this arrived in this really pretty nice sheet metal box, which is going to be used for something. And one of the things that I like in particular, and this is German engineering right here, is that it actually has all the part numbers and all the abrasives that go with that thing on here, which I find extraordinarily useful, because I think there is a plot. I can never mount the right thing into what I want. I'm missing a spindle, I'm missing an arbor, I'm missing a nut, or whatever damn thing, but it's always a problem. I'm always looking for them, and I never can do what I want to do. So this is very useful, so that when I order, I know exactly what sort of materials are available from them. And they got different things here. So the expanding roller, the sandpaper, different kind of sandpaper, another kind of sandpaper, flap wheels. So over the next few months, I'm going to try these different products and see what works the best. But as you can see, with something this wide, and this is my local sales rep that sells abrasives actually dropped this off, to try. And so something this wide is going to work, very nicely on something this wide. So it's a 3-inch by 3-inch. So it should be, it should make it an easy work. So this is what, so now we're going to go ahead and unpack it. There are some pieces here that were purchased separately, like for example this one I purchased separately, which is, as you can see, it's a pretty badass wire brush. Yeah, I'll just keep it open. Now they make two wire brushes. One is out of steel and one is out of stainless. So this is the steel one, not the stainless one. Right now I'm not really doing stainless, although I'm going to get into that. And one of the wheels, I actually purchased two wheels separately, but actually they also come with a sample wheels. So then there is a little bag with all the parts. There is this fine guard. Okay. So we have here an 80-inch flap wheel. We have a 1 to 280-inch surface finishing wheel, which should be really, really awesome. We have a 60 grit flap wheel. We have a wire brush. Then we have a smaller 180 wheel for a smaller size material. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the boxes here. And conceptually, this wheel should last a long time. 180 wheels, so I got two of those. One came with the box, one was purchased separately, which I figured this is going to be the one that I was going to use a lot. Another 180 wheel in smaller size, I guess they gave me two. And there is yet one more, which is the expansion roller. All right, and in concept, the expansion roller, this goes over the expansion roller, and then you can quick change those things, including sandpaper. And this is some sandpaper, which I think is called Pyramid, or, you know, this is 80 grit by what it says. But then when you go on Metabo's website, they say that their 80 grit is like 220 grit, and they had me really confused with that. I have this now set to speed 4, and I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to try to see what that does.
So, you know, this has been clearly a very impressive tool. It feels good in your hand, it works fast, and the wire brush is actually a really good quality. It makes taking rust off an easy job.
So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put 60 grit in to get the remains of the scale off and to kind of true up the surface. And then we're going to start working up the grits to get to where we want. Now, this is still not, you know, the only problem in my life, but this is a fairly big one when it comes to this finishing. So I'll try to now match the speed, you know, to just what I'm going to feel comfortable with. Okay, so let's dial it down. So that don't feel very fast. This is one of my earlier projects. As you can see, this was finished with a flap wheel with 120 grit, just on a 4.5-inch grinder. And you know, I found that what a grinder is basically a machine that takes bites out, and it's very, very hard, and it takes a lot of practice to get a smooth finish. And you know, for me, I'm after the result. I want, you know, I don't have now 3 years to practice the art of grinding. I have to get to a professional looking result as fast as I can. And with my new toy, it makes it easy and fast.
So if you're like me and you're like getting to an end product and learning from people with experience how to get there the fastest and the easiest way, check out my new website, www.lfe.com, where you can learn from experts. It's not free, but it's really cool.